red flag could be anything. A red flag really could be anything. A twist in your gut, seeing something that you purposely or unpurposely or consciously or unconsciously ignore. Those are red flags. And we've all had them and we've all overlooked them, which by the way is called betrayal blindness. And I can go into that in a second. But what happens is that once we get to a point in life where we start knowing ourselves, getting to know ourselves, being our true selves, coming up to the person we're supposed to be, we no longer accept those red flags because now they're just deal breakers. Simple as that.
Perfect. And for you, on a personal note, did you experience something like this? And if so, what was it, and how did you come to terms with it? Especially now, knowing what you know.
Yeah, most certainly. Well, I think being sexually violated by my uncle, certainly there was a lot of betrayal there. I think, as I got old, there's betrayal after betrayal. When I got old, I was very close with a cousin of mine, very close with a cousin of mine. We were like brothers. We were raised together. We went to school together. We were very, very, very close. We stood up in each other's weddings. We were in our kids' lives together. We went into business together. Long story short, I discovered one time that he was stealing money from me. And I can't explain to you how devastating that was. It was just devastating. And then shortly after that, he tragically died in a car accident. So I could never get any type of closure whatsoever. So I had to learn to give myself closure with that. And I had to learn, and probably in some ways I still am dealing with that betrayal. Because like I said, betrayal is something you never get over. You just learn to live with it. But and on that note, it's funny because so many times I'll hear people say, "Oh, my passion gives me purpose." Okay, fine, great, and dandy. You can say passion gives you purpose, but if you want to get real, pain gives us purpose. So this is why I do what I do, because there's no substitute for experience.
I will agree with that 100%. I think we learn so much more from pain and suffering just because it makes us. It's like a medal of our life. It's like a stripe. It's like something that we've earned when we've gone through it. And this is not to say that those who maybe didn't experience a traumatic situation is less than. Absolutely not. This is just to say that you get a sense of accomplishment, you get a sense of satisfaction, you get a sense of yourself when you know you've been through something difficult and you had to find a way to overcome it. It gives you a different sense of urgency, it gives you a different sense of determination. You figure out, and I love this, and maybe Jay, you've gone through this as well, when you look back at something and you say, man, when I was in my 20s, I went through A, B, and C, one, two, and three. And here I am 10, 15, 20, 30 years later, stronger than I ever was. Has it been moments where you have taken that strength and given it to others? Like, how much of yourself do you put into your work?
Well, like I said, there's no substitute for experience. And I think one of the great things is people that walk through hell is to grab a cup of ice water for the person walking out of it behind them. And I agree with what you said. I agree with everything you said. One of the things that I tell people is that trauma is not a gift, in my opinion. Trauma is not a gift. And the reason being is because so many people take that and they become jaded. Where the hell was the gift? Sorry to swear. What happens is that if you take your trauma and you move through the healing process, the lessons from that are a true gift. And it's one of life's greatest gifts. There's amazing gifts. But trauma isn't a gift. It's if you choose to work through that, heal, and rise to the person that you're supposed to be. Because, I tell people all the time, nobody in the history of mankind has ever died from a snake bite. Nobody has ever died from a snake bite. What people die from is when the venom gets into their veins, into their bloodstream, goes to their heart. That's how they die. So we're all given pain. We're all given pain. What we need to do is learn how to apply our anti-venom by healing ourselves to prevent that pain from reaching our heart, and then we become jaded.